Doctor warns, you will feel this if you don't have sex in your old age asterisk as we age. Many things in life change our bodies, our routines, our relationships, and yes, even our sex lives. But what most people don't realize is that giving up on intimacy too soon can have serious consequences. Doctors are now warning that not having sex in older age isn't just a matter of missing out on pleasure. It can lead to real physical, emotional, and psychological effects that impact overall health and happiness. In this video, we'll explore exactly what happens to your body and mind when you stop having sex in your later years, why it matters more than you think, and what you can do if you're facing these issues today. First, let's get something straight. Sex is not just about the act itself. It's about connection, wellness, hormones, blood flow, emotional bonding, and even brain health. For years, people assumed that sex was only for the young and that older adults simply lose interest. But the truth is, many older people still crave intimacy. What changes is the conversation around it. Most people stop talking about sex after a certain age, either due to embarrassment, cultural taboos, health limitations, or relationship struggles. That silence creates shame and disconnection when, in fact, maintaining some form of physical and emotional intimacy in older age is essential for longevity, mental health, and vitality. Doctors emphasize that when sexual activity stops, the body starts to feel it. For women, one of the first things that may happen is vaginal atrophy. This is when the vaginal walls begin to thin, become dry, and even shrink slightly due to decreased estrogen and lack of stimulation. That can lead to discomfort, increased risk of urinary tract infections, and pain during any future sexual activity. Women may also experience reduced pelvic muscle tone, which can affect bladder control and even posture. For men, the effects are just as real. Without regular erections, whether from sexual activity or even arousal, blood flow to the penis can become restricted, making it harder to achieve or maintain erections over time. Erectile dysfunction can become more pronounced if not addressed early. Testosterone levels may also drop more rapidly in the absence of sexual stimulation, which affects everything from energy levels and muscle mass to confidence and emotional stability. Beyond the physical, there's the emotional cost. Not having sex or any form of intimacy can lead to loneliness, a decreased sense of self-worth, and even depression. This is particularly common in people who have lost a partner or been in long-term relationships that have grown distant or sexless. Human beings are wired for connection, and when that connection disappears, it can leave us feeling emotionally numb, isolated, or forgotten. Studies have shown that older adults who continue to engage in some form of sexual or physical intimacy report higher levels of happiness, better sleep, sharper cognitive function, and even a lower risk of dementia. So when that part of life is missing, the emotional impact can be significant. Many older couples also face relationship strain when intimacy is lost. Over time, emotional distance can creep in, leading to feelings of resentment, confusion, or even guilt. One or both partners may want to reconnect physically, but feel unsure how to bring it up. Others may have given up entirely, assuming their partner no longer finds them attractive or desires them. The truth is, in many cases, couples still love and want each other, but lack the tools or confidence to revive their intimate lives. If left unspoken, the silence can grow into a wall that's hard to break down. Now let's be honest, sex can become more complicated with age. Health conditions like diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, and hormonal changes can all affect performance or desire. Medications for high blood pressure, depression, or anxiety can lower libido or delay arousal. But here's the good news. That doesn't mean sex is over. It just means it might need to look a little different. Doctors encourage older adults to talk openly with their healthcare providers. There are treatments for erectile dysfunction, lubricants and creams for vaginal dryness, and even physical therapy to strengthen pelvic muscles. There's also a wide range of options for non-penetrative intimacy, such as sensual massage, cuddling, bathing together, or simply spending time in affectionate touch. The most important thing to understand is this: sexual health is part of total health. Just like diet, exercise, and sleep, your sexual well-being affects your entire system. When you're sexually active, your brain produces more oxytocin, which strengthens emotional bonds and lowers stress. Your immune system becomes more responsive, meaning fewer colds and infections. Blood pressure stabilizes, sleep quality improves, and perhaps most importantly, your sense of vitality and self-worth often increases. But what if you're single? Or what if you don't feel ready to date or be physical with someone new? That's perfectly okay. Intimacy and sexual health don't have to depend on being in a relationship. Masturbation is a completely normal, healthy way to maintain blood flow, release endorphins, and connect with your body. It also helps keep your pelvic floor muscles active and reduces anxiety for many older adults. Simply staying in touch with their sensuality through dance, touch, movement, and self-care can dramatically improve their emotional state. It's also important to bust some myths. First, older people absolutely can and do enjoy sex. Second, menopause or erectile dysfunction is not the end of intimacy, it's just a change in the journey. And third, there's no such thing as being too old to care about pleasure. Doctors are now encouraging older adults to seek counseling, medical advice, or relationship coaching if they feel disconnected from their sexual identity, because regaining that part of yourself can lead to a ripple effect of healing in all areas of life. If you're in a long-term relationship and things have gone quiet, don't give up hope. Start with small gestures, a compliment, a touch, sharing, a memory, creating moments of closeness. Rebuilding intimacy doesn't have to begin in the bedroom. It can start on a walk, over dinner, or with a heartfelt conversation. If fear, shame, or past trauma is in the way, consider couples counseling or even a sex therapist. These professionals are trained to help people rediscover pleasure at any age. Now let's talk solutions. Doctors recommend staying physically active, even with gentle exercise like walking, yoga, or swimming. Movement keeps the blood flowing and supports arousal. Eat a diet rich in leafy greens, nuts, omega-3s, and antioxidants. These support hormonal balance and vascular health. Stay hydrated. Limit alcohol, as it can dull desire and affect performance. And most of all, stay emotionally connected to yourself, whether through journaling, dancing, reading, or spending time in nature. Keeping your spirit alive also keeps your sensuality alive. Sex in older age isn't about performance, it's about presence. It's about honoring your body, your desires, and your ability to feel pleasure in closeness. No matter what number is on your birthday cake, if you've gone without it for a while, you may already feel some of the changes we talked about: less energy, more stress, lower mood. But it's never too late to change that. Whether you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, you deserve to feel vibrant, connected, and alive. In conclusion, the warning from doctors is clear. The absence of sex in older age doesn't just leave a gap in your bedroom, it leaves a gap in your health. The physical, emotional, and psychological effects are real, but so are the solutions. With education, support, and compassion, you can revive your sense of intimacy and pleasure at any age. So if you're watching this and you felt that something's missing, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your partner. Talk to yourself, because intimacy is not something we outgrow. It's something we deserve for life.